This one's the most simplest one out of all of them. It just has this little friend, and it goes in here. It has a little, kind of hard to show you guys, but it has like a little divot right there. You find a little hole, match it, lock it. That's it. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. Just make sure it's locked, because sometimes it does like wiggle out, so make sure it's locked. The nipple only goes at the end. Make sure all the little ports are closed, and that's it. Nothing crazy. Our lovely SPD sometimes misses this, which is in general as well too, which is the little light cord adapter thingy. So make sure if yours looks like this, that means you're missing this piece. Sometimes it comes together, sometimes it doesn't come together. But if it is missing, we have little scope adapters by or 18 outside on the top shelf. Don't steal those, general people. And then this is for the cysto part. A lot of people forget this because it's hanging and we're cleaning up the room and whatnot. Make sure this goes back in the tray. Don't connect everything before you pass it off, because if you drop the cord or you drop everything, you drop the whole entire scope. Just leave it not connected to the camera cord and all that stuff until we're ready. That's a 9.5. Nothing too crazy. I think everybody kind of knows that one. The pediatric one looks intimidating, but it's not intimidating. It just has a lot of sheets. Depending on what size you're using. If you're using these two, which are the 11 and the 13, you do not need the little bridge. You just put the scope in, again, little divot to the little hole, lock it, make sure it's locked, and that's it. But if you're gonna use any of the bigger sheets, then you do need the little bridge. So same thing, little divot, little thing, goes in, lock it, make sure it's locked in. You put your scope in the thing, make sure it locks, you're ready to go. If you see that the camera is not coming out through there, then it's the good size or the correct bridge. If the scope is all the way out through the sheath, then obviously that's incorrect. Try the other bridge. That's it. It looks intimidating. A lot of people say it's a lot of pieces. It's not a lot of pieces. It's just the sheets that make it look like it's a lot of things. Depending on the kid's size, depending on if it's female, male, whatever, then you decide which sheets you're gonna go through. Or you can ask, that's fine. You still have the little piece in here as well. What I do wanna say about the pediatric and the 9.5, they do not have graspers in them. So you will have to get the normal blue handle grasper that's outside of or 18. The adults,
If you're grasping something.
if you're grasping something, yeah. If you need the adult does have graspers. The blue handle grasper will not go through the adult scope. No matter how much they jab it in there, it's not gonna go. Has to be the little flexible one that comes in there. Same thing, different sheets, different sizes. You got a 17, 22, and 25. Find the sheet that you want. Find the bridge. Again, little hole, little divot, match it up. Lock it, make sure it's locked. Put your scope through, and you are good. Well, maybe. Now you're good. This one also has the little cysto thingy. We do have cords, the camera cords. We also have them peel packed. Again, don't steal those. Outside of 18, but they come with a 4K camera, so. But we do have those in there.
I was gonna ask, do you know if that's longer than the 4K camera?
You have excellent questions that I don't know.
That's
That I don't know. You would have to measure it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
I feel like sometimes it is, sometimes it doesn't.
It's a
It
grab
just
bag.
depends on
Okay.
what SPD wants
Yeah.
to do with their
I
life.
got you.
It just looks crazy. It looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. I promise. It's just 3 sheets, 2 different scopes. That's it. It looks intimidating, but it's not. That's pretty much it. And when you realize which scope to use, 9.5 is always the one to go. Pediatric is if like 8 or 7, or again, if they're like in their teenage, do that one. Anything 15 and above, adult. Just go with the adult. Has nothing to do with how heavy they are. It's more of it's female or male and positioning and all that stuff. They're a sectoscope. Basically, we're boving inside the bladder. This one has a little bit more steps, not too bad, but all you have to do is your little handle. You can put your scope. There's only one scope in here. You put it in, right? And then you have the sheath that goes over it. How do you bovie inside, right? I opened this little, I had it.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
there
fine.
it is. Okay, I opened an old one from Eggleston because I didn't want to open this one because they're expensive. But you would grab whatever he wants. If it's a loop, if it's a knife, if it's a little hoop thingy, you open it. This is how it looks like, or it's supposed to look like. It goes first. You press the button. You make sure it goes through the little hole, and that it lines up, and that's it. Doesn't come out. Well, it shouldn't. This is the one from Eggleston. There, it doesn't come out. Everything looks fine. All of it beautiful. Then you put your sheath in. If the sheath is not going through and you have to jam it, you have the wrong little piece. Because on the shelves they are all kind of together, depending on what material likes to do. It is pediatric, adult, and they're all in different bins. So just be careful. But if you're trying to jam it in, it's not correct. Put it in. You see it's not popping out through the scope. Once I press the little thing, it will pop out. That's how they bovie. So if it's already out completely like that, it's wrong. If it's inside, then it's fine. You do need the cautery cord. I'll just go up, connect it right here, pass it off to your nurse, bovie, and
I have a
that's-
question here.
Yes.
Will you show them how to use a bug bee too? Like, is it the same?
No, it's not the same one. I don't have it here.
Oh,
But
shoot.
Bug Bee is the same thing. Same cord, you connect it, and it's a different adapter, but it is, I think you can still use it on this cord, on this scope, or you would have to use the 9.5 one. But everything is pretty simple. It's just connecting, playing Tetris, and making sure that everything gets connected correctly. Please use sterile gloves. You do cystos with sterile gloves. And that's it. All the nephroscope stuff, we don't really use that much, and the residents and the attendings are really good about putting them together. And the rep usually comes when we do like CNL or like something bigger. But this is like your day-to-day, you're probably gonna end up using one of these things.
And then just as a caveat to this, with what she's saying with the probes, there's a cold knife, a loop, and a hook. Your cold, instead of getting in the weeds, your cold knife is, you don't have to have a Bovie pad on, but that's the only one. So the others, you do have to have a Bovie pad on, or else you're gonna burn the kids. So just put a Bovie pad on all of them.
Just your bovie. Just pretend like if you're using this, your bovie, put a bovie pad on. That's it.
Yeah.
Any questions?
What do they mean when they say hot knife and cold knife?
That's what it means. Cold is no Bovie, but
What
hot
is cool?
is, well, the scalpel's the only one.
Yeah.
Is the cold knife. That's why I said don't get the weeds with it. Just put a Bovie on,
Yeah.
and then she'll either
Cold
throw
knife
off the
and a
Bovie
scalpel.
cord or not. I mean, that's kind of how you'll.
You're talking about for the resectoscope, right?
Yes, yes. The resectoscope is the bovie inside the bladder.
And that's for urology.
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
want.
yeah. Mm-hmm.